What I admire the most about Bree during COVID is, like she was kind of talking about earlier, is you'd see a lot of patients, you get kind of jaded, you kind of like, oh, it's just another person, you kind of push off. As soon as she started working on the ambulance, she would always come home and talk about how much she cared for these people, that she'd never met these complete strangers. What amazed me is how much effort and how much love she had for these people. She never knew them. She only saw them for about 30 minutes, but she cared for them. She gave her their absolute all. She gave them her heart.
I mean, I obviously admire everything about him because I married him, but in that time, I think the biggest thing is that if Bryson put his mind to something, there was no question if he was gonna do it. Like he was so set on it. And so it was the same thing where, you know, there was so many open shifts. The hospital needed so much help. And Bryson was full-time in school taking, you know, the hard classes like chemistry and microbiology and all those really, really tough classes. Yet he would always be there and he would give his whole heart in the ER. And it amazed me. And I think that's something that really drew me the most to him, is I realized, like, if he commits to something and he's exhausted or not, he's doing it. There would be so many times he'd go to work at 5 at night and he got an hour and a half of sleep. So many times that he would get off work at 5 a.m., he'd move his car up to the university, he'd take a nap in his car for an hour and a half or so, then he'd go to school all day and do it again. And I was just amazed that the drive that he had, he didn't stop. And it's been that same way, you know, even as the pandemic slowed down and life, he just keeps on going.